The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
To the wall it is. It's gone! It's gone! He hit it on the center field fence.
Way back. You can put a stamp on that one and put it to the post office. It's gone.
Cedartown wins the region championship. Cedartown Bulldogs, the third region championship in a row.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA, 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to the field for today's action.
Good evening, or excuse me, good afternoon. Evening was last night. It's afternoon.
Yeah, that's right.
Here on the Big AA, Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter. We are live here from Brunswick High School, the home of the Pirates, as the Cedartown Bulldogs looking to pick up their first win on the season over the Bremen Blue Devils. Both squads coming into this afternoon's contest 0-4 on the season. Both squads being handed losses last night in their first game of this three-game series. Bremen, of course, was defeated by Roswell. I believe we mentioned it last night, but they were defeated by Roswell by a final score of 15-5, I believe, was the final. 13-3, maybe. It was double digits, so it was a 10-run victory for Roswell over this Bremen squad last night. And then, of course, Cedartown fell to Benedictine last night. And so both squads still looking to pick up their first win of the season. Andrew, we do have one common opponent, though, between the two squads, and that's South Paulding. The Dogs would fall by a final of 11-10 to the Spartans. Bremen, however, would fall by a final of 6-1. Both of those games coming very early in the season for both squads. And so we are set to go here this afternoon with both teams looking to pick up a win. Tony Ware will lead things off for the Dogs, who are in their red top uniforms, gray pants. Bremen wearing all white, blue pinstripes, blue trim, blue letters and numbers, and we are ready to go.
First pitch of the ball game is a high fly ball to right field, but playable. And one pitch will result in one out. The catch made over in right field for out number one. So Tony Ware flies out to right.
Cantor Allen getting the start for the Blue Devils this afternoon, number 15.
We got it yet? Not yet.
Ace Allen will come to the plate with nobody on and one out.
Bulldogs looking to get the offense going. We were talking to some of the coaches before the ball game, Sam, and you know we've seen the pieces come together. We're just waiting for the offense to kind of come alive. Pitch on the way to Ace, and he'll take a called strike one over the outside corner. Wind is blowing in from center field. It's kind of swirling around actually in the ball field. The 0-1. Called strike two over the outside corner.
I tell you, this is a beautiful facility here, though, at Brunswick High School. A covered bleacher area with metal bleachers, and they even have some really nice blue plastic stadium seat style chairs right in front of the press box. Press box right in the middle of the bleachers, and then the concession stand, everything over to the left. Brick dugouts, just a nice facility.
If I were to compare it to a facility we see, there's a ground ball down the first base side, hits off the first base bag, and Ace Allen's going to be safe with an infield single. It hugged the line as it went down the right side, and then it hit the bag and went up in the air. And nothing Bremen could do about that, and Ace Allen's going to reach with an infield hit.
And that is as close as you can get to being on that line between fair and foul, and another great example of why these coaches instill in these young players to hustle down the line on every single at-bat until you know for a fact that that ball is foul, because it just tiptoed down that first base line. And like you said, Andrew, once it got to the bag, it hit and took a big bounce. So that'll bring up X Holiday. He comes to the plate with one on and one out.
Bremen Blue Devils wearing white jerseys with blue pinstripes and blue sleeves. Runner goes, pitches high and outside, throw down to second, is going to get in the outfield, and Ace Allen has it swiped.
And I tell you what, Ace is lucky there. He stumbled on about his fourth or fifth step coming off at first, but he was able to maintain his footing and get into second base safely. So the runner now moves over, and Holiday standing in with the runner at second and one out. 1 ball, no strikes to count on the Bulldogs shortstop.
As we mentioned before, a beautiful facility. I would say this would kind of compare to Calhoun's baseball facility. Very similar to that. Pitch on the way is a breaking ball upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes now to X Holiday. Game time temperature about 68 degrees with the wind kind of swirling about maybe 10 mile an hour sustained, 5 or 10 mile per hour. But crystal clear, blue sky, sunshine, just a beautiful day. From the stretch, the 2-0. Ball 3 upstairs, missing to X Holiday. We got the game changer going.
Game changer is going. I'm a happy man.
3 balls, no strikes to X Holiday, the left-handed batter. Dogs with an early scoring chance here in the top of the first inning. And the 3-0. Ball 4. 4 straight missed the zone, and X Holiday is going to trot to first base.
Runs for the Dogs have been very few and far between outside of that South Paulding game where the Dogs were able to play 10. In the next 3 games in a row, Cedartown will be held to just 1 run each. So the Dogs' offense needing a little bit of a boost, and maybe it'll come here today against the Blue Devils. Cole Dingler, the first baseman for Cedartown, will come to the plate with runners at first and second and 1 out. Top of the first inning, we got started a few minutes ahead of time, which is all right with us. The game before us ended in a run rule.
Pitch on the way is going to be inside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes.
He called it a strike.
He did. Wow. Nothing and 1 the count.
That one had a lot of movement on it. It really backed Cole off the plate. It had him fooled. Came in and clipped the inside part of the plate for a called strike 1 on the Bulldog first baseman. Time called, and now Dingler's back in and ready to go.
No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch on the way. Bounced up there. Runners are going to move up. He still hasn't found it. Now he does, kind of keeping in front. But the runners are going to move up to second and third. And it's a 1-1 count. Now it's a Cole Dingler.
And now Cedartown in business with 2 runners in scoring position. X Holiday standing at second base. Ace Allen standing at first base for the Dogs. Dingler with a chance to put the Dogs on the board early here and jump out to a lead here in this top of the first inning.
1-1 pitch is due, and here it comes. Low and away, 2 balls and 1 strike. As we mentioned before, an absolutely perfect day. Yesterday was a little chilly, and the gnats were all out. Right now, it's just perfect up here at Brunswick High School, home of the Pirates. 2-1 bounces up there. It's a wild pitch. Runner's going to score from third, and X Holiday moves up to third base. And Cedartown is on top by a score of 1-0.
Big first run for the Dogs there to get on the board first. We were talking with the coaching staff prior to the game. One thing that they talked about is the ability for the Dogs to get that first out. We keep giving up a lot of leadoff walks, hit by pitch, free passes. And so it's going to be important to get that first out once we go on defense. But how important is it to jump out to that 1-run lead here to start things off?
Goes without saying, no doubt about it. 3-1 in the hitter's count here for Dingler. He's got the power to drive home another run. He swings and misses. Big cut there by Dingler, and he came up empty. It's now 3-2.
X Holiday, the base runner, over at third base. Cantor Allen dealing for the Blue Devils in a little bit of early trouble here.
3-2 pitch, strike 3 called. Dingler down on strikes for out number 2.
It's a tough pitch right there to take, but Dingler takes it and he records the second out. And that will bring up for the Dogs.
Peak.
Number 9.
This will be Connor Peak to bat with a runner on third and 2 outs, and a run is in. Set, the pitch is a called strike 1.
Is Peak DHing today, possibly?
I think he might be. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop fields it in the grass. He'll throw to first, and he got him for out number 3. The Dogs get a run on a wild pitch. Dogs had a runner left aboard here in the top half of the first. Cedartown leads 1-0 over Bremen. We head to the bottom half after this 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
The Dogs strike first. They pick up one run in the top of the first inning. They lead one. Cedartown will take a 1-0 lead into the bottom of the first inning. Cole Cochran will get the start for Cedartown today. Cole pitched last against Calhoun.
And he really pitched pretty well. One of the things that we were talking about with some of the coaches before the game is we've had good pitching, but we haven't been consistent with leadoff batters getting aboard. We've had some walks, we've had some issues with that, but strikeouts are pretty far up there. But one thing we got to hope that Cole's able to do is to limit base runners, and that's where those runs will come from. And Bremen, although their record may not indicate it, Sam, are very capable of scoring runs, and they can pile up in a hurry.
They are. It will be important to get that leadoff man out, and that will be Jonah Hatchett. Top of the order due up for Bremen. It'll be Hatchett, Owen Millens, and Dylan Huey. Left fielder, center fielder, and catcher Caden Johnson will get the start over at first base for the Blue Devils. Aiden Price will bat in the number 5 spot, getting the start over in right field. The pitcher, Cantor Allen, will bat in the 7 hole, and then the DH, Slade Bishop, will bat 8th. Cooper Mitzi, the shortstop. Mitzi will bat 8th. Bishop will bat 7th, and then Micah Harper, the second baseman, will bat in the 9 spot for the Blue Devils. But it will be the top of the order, the left fielder, Jonah Hatchett, facing off against Cedartown's Cole Cochran. Bottom half of the first inning, Cedartown out to a 1-0 lead over the Blue Devils here from Brunswick High School.
Cole Cochran, the pitcher, and behind the plate is Gavin Allred. And there's the first pitch down low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes.
Outside of that, defensively, Cedartown lines up pretty much the way that you would expect. Jack Roper in left, Tony Ware in center, Formby over in right field.
1-0 pitch. Foul back and out of play. 1-1.
And then around the horn from third to first, you got Ace Allen, ex-Holiday, Caleb Formby, and Cole Dinkler. Of course, we expect to see Dakota Matthews behind the plate for the Dogs in Game 2. And we'll wait to see who the starter will be.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2 the count. One good thing about this Bulldog staff or Bulldog team is that you got 2 good catchers. You got Dakota Matthews and Gavin Allred. Both are fine catchers, and they're splitting the duty today more than likely. 1-2 pitch. Low and away, 2-2. Sam and I got to enjoy a delicious brunch this morning over at the
Coastal
Kitchen.
Right in the marina there as you come across the bridge into St. Simon's. Right on the waterfront.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He's down on strikes for out number 1. That'll retire Hatchett. And now
now batting, number 3, Owen Millions.
It's Owen Millions, the center fielder, will bat now with 1 out, nobody on base here in the bottom half of the first.
I can tell you that the lobster nachos were on point.
On point.
I had a very nice crab cake Benedict with a perfectly poached egg. A little cheese grits action.
First pitch on the way to Millions is ball 1, a bit low. I had the low country omelet. andouille sausage and fresh shrimp from the ocean. Fantastic. You can't come to the beach and not eat like you're at the beach. That's taken low, 2 balls, no strikes.
Last night we had a nice little dinner there close to the hotel as well. I had the blackened shrimp. You had, I believe, blackened shrimp and blackened fish.
Yeah, white fish. It was delicious. The team is actually staying 3 nights. They stayed Thursday night, last night, and they'll be staying tonight as well. The pitch misses down low, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes now. So after retiring the first man he faced, Cochran is behind in the count now, 3-0.
Just got to cut back here and make a good solid pitch.
Cole delivers. There's a call strike, 3-1.
That's exactly what you got to do. Just work it back, settle things down, and just trust your stuff.
I know, I'm sure we always have a lot of Cedartown fans watching, but there may be a few Bremen folks that are tuning in, so welcome to all of you watching. 3-1 pitch is low and away for ball 4. So 1 out, base on balls for Cochran as Millions heads to first base.
Now
And now
batting,
Dylan
number
Huey,
2,
the catcher.
Dylan Huey.
Huey, the catcher, will bat with a runner on first and 1 out. Definitely a double play candidate here.
We mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Andrew, that both squads still looking for their first win.
Right.
Bremen fell to Pepperell to start their season 4-2 in 8 innings. They would lose to South Paulding 6-1. They would get a loss against Hoax Bluff 7-2, and then, like we said last night, was a loss to Roswell by a final of 13-3.
Runner takes off. They actually throw down to second base. If they had thrown to first, they might have had a play over there. But the pitch was, I believe, ball 1.
Yes, that's what the scoreboard is showing. So that's what we'll go with. So 1 ball, no strikes to count on Huey. Not to be confused with Huey Lewis and the News.
Or Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Or Huey Louis, the chain Tex-Mex restaurant. Have you ever been to Huey Louis?
I have not.
It's over in Hiram.
Yes.
Pretty decent eats.
Not too bad. 1-0 pitch. Low and in, ball 2. I prefer, though, the Border is my favorite Mexican restaurant. One of our sponsors here on the Big Double A, I might add.
If I can't have the Border, I might as well just go home. Chiles Poblanos, or maybe a little enchiladas verdes, taquitos mexicanos.
2-0 pitch is hit in the air towards center field. Tony Ware drifting over to the left side, and he'll make the catch there. Not an easy catch to make. The wind was playing tricks with it.
That one got up in the atmosphere a little bit, and the wind started to push it back out towards the outfield, but Tony Ware was able to make a good adjustment there, and he gets underneath that one for out number 2, and that will bring up Caden Johnson, the first baseman for the Blue Devils. So a runner at first for Bremen and 2 outs.
Your little chorizo dip from the Border. Mm-hmm. First pitch is low and in for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. I saw a couple of Bremen folks when I was coming into the ballpark. We're bringing our equipment in here, and we're talking about had to come all the way down to Brunswick to play each other. And Bremen is, probably of the top 5 schools around us, that's probably the second closest school to us.
Absolutely.
Second or third. The pitch. It's down. Oh, they're going to call that a strike.
Oh.
Wow. 1 ball, 1 strike.
We got a gift on that one, but we'll take it.
Yeah, Huey was a little dumbfounded on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I will say, Andrew, though, I'm not upset that we had to come all the way to Brunswick.
Absolutely not.
I mean, if we wanted to do this every year, I think I'd be okay with it.
That pitch missed low and in. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Huey.
Yeah, we did not get the call on that one.
This may be the same home plate umpire we had last night. I think it is.
The hairdo looks familiar. Now, Dakota Matthews' locks are a lot better, but the umpire is trying to catch up with Dakota in the hair department.
2-1. A breaking ball that's high. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike.
That one didn't miss by much there. Just held up a little bit for Cochran.
Of course, Cole has a pretty good little hairdo, too.
He does. He's working on it.
I mean, Dakota has the locks, though. He really does. That one missed inside ball 4. They're going to check his swing. He did not go.
Maybe
Coming
he
up to bat, number 10, Aiden Price.
go with Troy Polamalu and get the old Head and Shoulders NIL deal for Dakota Matthews.
Hey, I'll take absolutely.
It'll be the right fielder, though, for Bremen that'll come up, and it will be Aiden Price. So Price will come to the plate with runners at first and second and 2 outs. A little meeting on the mound between Allred and Cochran, and it did not last very long at all, and I think we're ready to go back to work here.
Didn't last long. You're right.
As Price steps in.
So the base on balls have runners on first and second. The tying run is in scoring position, and a base hit would likely tie the ball game. Stretch by Cole. And the pitch. Breaking ball and a strike called. The count is 0-1.
Good pitch there by Cochran to get ahead of Price.
By the way, the Atlanta Braves are having their first spring training game today.
Taking on Tampa Bay Rays.
Spencer Strider getting the start on the bump. 0-1. That ball is drilled down the left side base hit. That will tie the ball game. Picked up in left field. Throw comes in toward third, and it's going to be over the head. He was going to be in at second base regardless on the double. And the Bremen fans that made the trip are making some noise. They have tied the ball game 1-1.
Coming to the plate, number 15.
He just hung the breaking ball, Sam.
He did. And Price was able to turn on it and drive it to left field, and so that does tie it at 1 apiece, and that'll bring up the opposing pitcher, Cantor Allen. So he comes to the plate with runners at second and third and still 2 outs.
Wind picking up here at the ballpark. Pitch on the way to him. It's a strike called, 0-1. So again, we talked about it, base runners cashing in, and Bremen doing that here in the first inning. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on at second and third. Cochran deals. That breaking ball goes all the way back to the backstop, and the run's going to score, and Bremen takes a 2-1 lead.
Now, had that been a backstop that had some brick around the bottom, we might have gotten a little more of a favorable bounce, but it is just nothing but netting behind home plate, and so it hit that netting and just died. No type of ricochet.
Yeah, from the outfield camera, you can't tell the net's even there, but the net is about, I'd say, maybe 10 feet, 10, 12 feet in front of what you see, the Pirates logo and the and all that. But the count is 1-1, and there's a foul ball hit to the right side toward the parking lot.
Yeah.
Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bremen 2, Cedartown 1. That noise you hear in the background, they've got a concession stand here with a generator. Pitch missed outside.
They got a food truck here, too, and Coach Little, before the game, was having a meatloaf sandwich from the food truck.
Goodness, if we get hungry later, maybe. But I'm stuffed from
sandwiches.
I'm stuffed from brunch, though. 2-2 pitch. Chopper toward shortstop. X-Holiday is going to have to hurry. He'll field. He'll throw. They got him. X-Holiday with another great play over there at short. And that is out number 3. But Bremen scores 2 runs here in the first, and they lead by a score of 2-1 over the Cedartown Bulldogs as we head to the second. You're on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Back to the top of the second inning, it will be Formby, and Allred due up for the Bulldogs. Bremen with a 2-1 lead over Cedartown after scoring 2 in the bottom of the first. 1 on a wild pitch. So the Bulldog bats will go back to work, and we were talking about it during the break, how important it is for the Dogs, I believe, to come out and go ahead and tie this one back up, or either take the lead back, but to put at least a run on the board to kind of keep that momentum going from the first inning. Cedartown, the bats have been quiet the last 3 games for the Dogs, only scoring 1 run in all 3 of those games. And so Cedartown kind of right now at that magic number of 1. Now we need to break it open.
Cantor Allen wasn't the sharpest in the first inning, so the Bulldogs,
I think we've got a chance against this kid.
I think so, and if we had any chance this weekend, this would be it. So let's see if the Bulldogs can take advantage of that. And that's no disrespect to Bremen. They've had a tough schedule as well.
Coming up to the plate,
one of their games against
number 6,
Pepperell has a very strong baseball program.
And they went to extras on that one. So you got to give credit where credit is due to this Bremen squad. But the facts are the facts. We think we've got just as good of a chance to win this one as they do. Samuel Forby comes to the plate to lead things off for the Dogs.
And he went around, tried to check his swing, and he couldn't. Strike 1 now to the – actually, he called a strike, and then they actually looked down the right side. I think they were asking Coach Johnson to get back into the coaching box over there. And that one gets away, goes back to the backstop. Might have been a direct hit on our mic, I'm not sure. It's still on, though.
If not, it was close. We'll put it that way. So Formby now with 1 ball and 1 strike.
Strike 2 called.
He didn't like that one.
He did not. The left-handed bat of Samuel Formby. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And Allen delivers the pitch, and he hits a line drive toward first, and it's a base hit.
He likes that one, though.
Leadoff single for Samuel Formby. The Bulldogs have another base runner.
We'll take it. And that will bring up
coming
his
to the
brother,
plate, number 2,
Formby.
C. Formby.
So Caleb Formby will bat here with his brother Samuel on first.
So a runner on, nobody out. Good way to start off this top of the second inning. Leadoff single for the Dogs. And now let's see if Formby, number 2 Formby, can move him over.
Stretch of the pitch. Best breaking ball we've seen from Allen so far. Drops in there for a called strike.
Which one's older, Caleb or Samuel? And by how much? That is the question of the day. Mom, if you're listening.
Or relatives or anybody.
Or anywhere close I'm looking for. I'd love to know which one is older and by how much.
Here's the 0-1. Another big curveball, swing and a miss. Throw goes down to second base, and Samuel slides in there.
He got a good jump, but it was also helpful that the catcher did not make that great of a throw down to second, and we've seen that during some of the warm-ups. So the Bulldogs playing small ball here, pick up a stolen base, and Formby stands at second base with nobody out.
But it's no 2 count, 2 straight hooks from Allen. And Caleb Formby looking in, and the 0-2. Another curveball. That's hit to deep left field. That ball's going to get down at the wall. That's going to score the tying run. Samuel Formby rounds third, heads to the plate. It's going to be an RBI double for Caleb Formby. And the Dogs are now tied 2-2 with Bremen.
And you know, I feel like, if memory serves me correctly, I made a comment that we needed to come back and at least tie.
Now batting.
What?
I like it. I like it.
Allred.
And now we've got a chance to take the lead here with Allred coming to the plate with nobody out and Caleb Formby standing at second base. 1 run already in. Tie ball game 2-2 here in the top of the second inning. Jack Roper will be on deck for the Dogs.
Now we have time called as catcher and pitcher will meet on the mound. Later on this afternoon, this game actually started about 10 minutes early, and we're okay with that for sure. Since we have to drive home tonight, we play Pierce County at approximately 4 o'clock. Could be a little bit earlier because Pierce County, this will be Pierce's first game for the day. So if we get done early, then we could probably start game 2 or a little bit early.
And I'm gonna tell you, that would not hurt my feelings.
Not at all.
We got a long drive home tonight.
About a 5.5-hour drive from Cedartown to the Golden Isles down here in Glenn County. Caleb Formby stands at second base, and Gavin Allred, the catcher, with a chance to drive him in. Stretch the pitch. There's a chopper toward third and a foul ball, 0-1. You know, when we played at Miller Park last night, it was a very nostalgic feel. You know, here it's a more modern feel, but still both places were great to play at.
Really nice facilities at both spots. I agree.
Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball almost hit him, gets away, and easily going to third base will be Caleb Formby. And it's a ball and a strike now. Our waitress last night at the restaurant was telling us that a lot of famous baseball players played at Miller Park, Miller Park.
That's right. Well, and we mentioned it during that broadcast, but that used to be the home to a single A affiliate of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
I wonder if
Brunswick
Roberto
Pirates.
Clemente played there.
You never know.
1-1 pitch was outside, ball 2. That, to me, that's one of the most famous Pirates that might have played there in the 50s.
I bet I could do a tad bit more research, because there was a really good article that was written about the park that I was able to find, and that's where I got some of my information from last night.
2-1 pitch on the way to Allred, and that's a called strike 2. It scrapes the outside corner, 2-2. Jack Roper is on deck for the Bulldogs. Still nobody out.
Tell you what, I really feel like Jack's got a good opportunity today to really jack one.
I love it. 2-2 pitch. Bounce up there, and that's going to bring home another Bulldog run. Cedartown now leads 3-2 on the wild pitch.
Or, you know, if he gets a good pitch, he might just rope one over the fence.
You need to save these for the second game.
Look,
I mean, really.
we're in midseason form already. This is only my third game of the season now, I guess. Last night was my second game of the season. Count full, though, now on Allred. Payoff pitch on the way.
And
Fouled
he
that one
slices
back.
it. Yep,
That
slices
one
it foul. See, Sam missed out on all the really, really cold games.
Yeah. And I'm not going to say that was by design. I'm just going to say it happened, unfortunately.
It sure did. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Base is empty, a run is in. 2 runs are in. Ground ball to shortstop. Deep short. Tough play, throw to first. Going to bounce up there, pulled him off the bag. He's safe.
Good hustle there by Allred to get down the line. So Allred's going to stand at first, and that will bring up Jack
Number
Roper.
24, Roper.
And Bremen still looking to retire their first Bulldog at this top of the second inning. Cedartown jumped out to a 1-run lead after 2 runs would come home to score. So the score is now 3-2, and we're going to have a pitching meeting on the mound already between the Bremen staff and the infield.
Would you say that was a hit or an error?
I'm going to be honest with you. I think it was an error.
I think I would agree with you there.
I just don't know if I could rule that one a hit, because he had a chance.
They scored an error on the shortstop.
Man, we're good. We're good. I did see last night when we had that question about an error or a hit, I saw that Chris McKelvey commented that he would have scored that a hit. I need to go back and see what our scorer scored that one last night that we had the question on, but they do score this one an error, so Allred will be over at first base, and it looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner come in for Cedartown. It will be a number 11.
I think it's Yarber, number 11.
Yarber.
So Yarber will run for the catcher, Gavin Allred, and now Jack Roper, the left fielder.
And then we're going to go back to the top of the order in Tony Ware.
Still nobody out, Sam.
No. The Dogs need to pour it on while they can.
Pitch is on the way. It's a bunt foul. It's going to hit the roof and roll behind us. Or it might have just got caught up on the roof.
It went all the way to the fence back there. It did land behind us and back to the fence behind us. So Roper behind in the count, 0-1. Jack made a couple of really good plays out in left field for the Dogs last night, in very deep left field.
From the stretch and the pitch. Breaking ball high. Throw to second is a good one. They got it.
That's the best throw down to second that the catcher for Bremen has made all day, and he put that one on a dime. And that is the first out of the inning. It erases the base runner, and Roper will now stand in with the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. I'm telling you, Huey just put that one on a line down to second.
It was perfect. Outside, ball 2.
And, you know, that accomplishes 2 things. It obviously gets rid of the base runner, but I also think it might make Cedartown think a little bit before sending somebody else.
Call strike 2 over the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Jack Roper.
Simply because Huey had been struggling in some of his throwdowns to second, whether it was trying to catch a runner or during warm-ups, and now that you put one on the spot, it kind of makes you think.
2-2 pitch, just missed for ball 3.
So Jack has run the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the Bulldogs left fielder.
Base is empty after the caught stealing at second base. And the payoff pitch on the way to Roper. He swings and misses for strike 3. So that's 2 gone in the inning. That'll take us back to the top of the order, and Tony Ware, the batter.
Tell you what, though, I'd rather him go down swinging
Now
up there
batting,
on a
number 13,
3-2 than just
Ware.
watch one. So Roper records the second out of the inning, and we will go back to the top of the order, and Tony Ware, who is 0 for 1 on the afternoon, looking for his first hit. And you know that bat can come alive as he looks at called strike 1. Breaking ball, it looks like, came over.
It was indeed. The wind, the pitch, another breaking ball. That one missed outside, 1-1.
Ware standing in with the bases empty and 2 outs. Cedartown with a 1-run lead, 3-2, scoring 2 runs so far here in the top of the second inning. Ware would need to reach to extend that and see if we can run some more. Tony will call times, and it will be granted, so he'll step out for a moment. Tony's back in, ready to go. Allen's ready to go. Here we go.
1-1 on the way is a line drive to shallow center field, but it's going to be playable by the shortstop who makes the catch. Let the Bulldogs get a couple of runs. They tie it and then later take the lead. Here in the top half of the second, your score is Cedartown 3 and Bremen 2. Back after this 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Get it. Do it along with him if you're at home. Just don't do it if you're driving.
Yeah.
Cedartown with a 1-run lead, 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the second inning. The Dogs' bats coming alive in the top of the second, scoring 2 runs. Now the pitching, and Cole Cochran will see if they can shut down this Blue Devil offense. It's going to be 7, 8, and 9 due up for Bremen. Bishop, Mitzi, and Harper. Those are some big league names right there. Mitzi, Harper.
Slade Bishop.
Now batting, number 9.
I bet there's a Bishop
Slade
somewhere
Bishop.
in the major leagues.
Bottom half of the second inning. Cole looking for a shutdown inning. He gave up a run apiece in the last 2 innings. Here we go. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
I tell you, it's very possible for Cole to have a 1-2-3 inning. And you would love to see one here with the Dogs leading by 1. Have a quick shutdown inning, get the bats back to work, and see if we can't get a little run protection.
0-1. Grounded toward third base. Ace Allen fields that one, throws on to first to Dingler, and they got him for out number 1.
I tell you what, we talk a lot about, and we've had to do it in both baseball now, and we did it back during football season, a lot of what we lost in those 2 teams last year. But the left side of our infield is as solid as it was. We lost, of course, Dylan Cupp going on to Mississippi State on that left side, but Ace Allen and X Holiday have really played well over there as Cole Cochran gets a swing and a miss for strike one on Mincy. Before X joined the team, you had Everett Perkins that played a little bit over there at third base. He would flash the glove pretty well. The freshman for the Dogs, he's going to be a rising star for Cedartown in the years to come, but there is not much that misses on the left side of that infield as Cochran fires that one in, misses just outside for ball one to count now. 1 ball, 1 strike on Mincy.
Yeah, you're right. The Dogs have been blessed on the left side of the infield. Really, the entire infield for the longest time has been rock solid. 1-1. Breaking ball hit him on the number.
And you saw Dingler make a lot of good plays last night over at first base for the Dogs. It's just that a lot of the bang-bang plays where we got to flash the leather are typically over on that left side. But the base runner over at first in Mincy will bring up Harper to the plate, the number 9 hitter for the Blue Devils. He'll come to bat with a runner on and 1 out. Bottom of the second inning. Dogs leading by 1.
Cochran back to the top of the mountain. Checks the runner over at first and comes from the stretch. And the pitch. Popped him up. Infield. Dingler calls for it. Drifts over. Makes the catch for out number 2. Dingler took control of that situation immediately and had the best angle at it coming forward from first base.
Jonah Hatchett.
And now back to the top of the order, the left fielder, Jonah Hatchett.
So Hatchett comes to the plate with 2 outs and a runner over at first base. Hatchett 0 for 1 on the afternoon.
Pitch on the way is in the dirt, ball 1. He squared the bunt and pulled it back. 1 ball, no strikes.
Hatchett a victim of a strikeout. But he's ahead in the count here, 1-0.
The stretch, the pitch. Bounced up there again. Another good stop there by Allred. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner on first base is Mincy. The 2-0. Popped up to the left side. X Holiday has got room in the grass. He'll make the catch for out number 3. 1 runner left aboard here in the inning. The shutdown inning is exactly what the Bulldogs needed. And we head now to the third. A 3-2 lead for the Cedartown Bulldogs. Back after this timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, a 60-second timeout.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
It'll be the top of the third inning for the Dogs. 2-3-4 due up for Cedartown. Allen, Holiday, and Dingler. Little Kid Rock bringing you back to baseball at the beach here from Brunswick High School. Cedartown in their second game of the 3-game set. The Dogs will take on Pierce County at the conclusion of this game. That one is scheduled to start at around 4 p.m. Hopefully it'll be a little bit sooner. And Andrew Carter and I can get on the road a little earlier, make our arrival time back at home a little more manageable. But either way, we are happy to be here. And I know you said it back during the Calhoun game, I believe, but big thank you to Frank Burgess for allowing us to come down and broadcast these games and cover this for the Dogs. I tell you, Andrew and I might technically be on the clock and working, but this is the best work trip I think I've ever taken. Just a beautiful place to come as we come down to the Golden Isles. This brings back a lot of childhood memories for me. This is where I spent years and years coming to vacation with my parents and my brother, and then later on his children, and just a wonderful place to be, and some good company along the way with it as well.
Ace Allen hits a chopper toward third and a foul ball, nothing and 1 the count. But you're right. We've made some trips for ball games before, mainly in the playoffs. We've gone to Bainbridge, we've gone to Cairo, we've gone to some other places. But first time to the beach and for games. That miss is low, 1 ball, 1 strike now to Ace. But very glad to be here. And again, thanks to Frank for letting us come down here. And we've really enjoyed our short little trip down here. There's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Allen, and he takes outside. 2-1.
And thank you to those of you that are at home listening or watching on Facebook Live or one of the other platforms. We appreciate you guys tuning in and telling us that you're tuning in and letting us know that you're enjoying the broadcast and enjoying getting to see these kids as they do their work here on the diamond.
Hard hit toward third, gets through for a base hit. Ace Allen.
Man, I love to see it. Allen 2 for 2 on the afternoon. That's a single to the left side, and that'll bring up X Holiday.
Number 4, X Holiday.
Holiday, of course, his first game of the season was last night. He had to wait for the basketball season to come to a close, and Holiday came in and just put on a show. Jill Dingler was telling us that she was sitting with some, of course, Cedartown folks, but there were some Benedictine folks that were close to them, and anytime it was hit to the left side shortstop, they were, oh, you got it. No, you better be careful with X Holiday, because I tell you what, he can show you some workout at that shortstop spot. Now we need him to get his bat hot here against Bremen and see if we can't move the runner over.
First pitch to him is upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes.
I believe X walked his last at bat. Yes, he did. So he's still looking for his first hit of the afternoon. Walked back in the first inning. Here we are in the top of the third with a 1-run lead, 3-2.
Dogs have had traffic every inning so far. For the first base, and back safely is Ace Allen.
Yeah, Allen has really had to pitch from the stretch quite a bit. He's thrown 44 pitches so far this afternoon. He has faced 11 hitters. 26 of those 44 have been strikes. Through 2 innings, giving up 3 runs, 2 earned on 4 hits, 2 strikeouts and a walk for the Blue Devils starter.
Ace gets a pretty big lead over there at first. And Allen will throw back over there, and kind of a close play, but not really.
Did Ace also pick up a stolen base the last time he was on the base pads?
I think he may have.
I bet I can find that. I have this thing called Game Changer. Keeps up with everything. Yes, he did.
1-0 pitch on the way to X. He'll take low. 2-0.
Another big lead over at first for Allen. And you got to think, at what point does that start to kind of work on the psyche of the starting pitcher for Bremen, Cantor Allen? You know it can mess with him some. Let's see if he takes off here. He won't.
Strike call down the middle there to X Holiday, 2-1.
Two balls, 1 strike now the count on X. He steps out. Gets the sign down from Coach Johnson over at third base, and now I think we're ready to go. Allen again with another decent lead over at first base.
Fouled away off the netting, 2-2.
That one just caught the top of the netting. The netting reaches from start of dugout to start of dugout and is anchored at the top of this overhang on the bleachers. See, I'd love to have some covered bleachers like this over at CHS.
That would be wonderful.
Especially with some of these stadium seats like that. How nice would that be?
2-2 pitch from Allen is a breaking ball, and it's low. Good stop there by the catcher, Huey. And it's now 3-2.
I will say, though, and I try to say this throughout the season, but hats off to PSD and everybody from the school board and the superintendent all the way down to principal, athletic director, coaching staff. I feel like each and every year they somehow try to work on our facilities a little bit at a time.
Another throw down to first base, and Ace Allen slides back in. He's got that oven mitt slide hand on his left.
He just wants to make sure. Doesn't jam anything over there. The count full, though, on Holiday. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 on, nobody out. Top of the 3rd inning, the Dogs trying to pick up a couple of insurance runs.
Here comes the payoff pitch. That's going to be through second base and a base hit. Stopping at second base will be Ace Allen. Runners will be at first and second with nobody out. And Holiday.
Coming up to the plate, number 8, C. Dingler.
Holiday with another base hit, and he gets aboard. Since X has come back to the ball club after the basketball season ended, he's made an immediate impact offensively and defensively.
He is. That one was just out of the reach of the ranging Harper, who was moving to his left and just could not get there in time. So Holiday now with a walk and a single stands over at first base. Ace Allen stands at second base. And Cole Dingler, 0 for 1 on the afternoon, comes to the plate with runners aboard and nobody out.
Another scoring opportunity for the Bulldogs. The pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. And a good stop there by Huey behind the plate. 1-0.
Dingler, a victim of a strikeout, looking in his first plate appearance. And you know that young man can put some, not wood on bat, I guess, or wood on ball, but a little aluminum on ball here. He can drive one when he sees fit.
Strike call there. Fastball. 1-1 the count.
Good pitch there by Allen. He's really been struggling. But he finds the strike zone with that one. Evens up the count.
1 ball, 1 strike. Stretch by Allen, the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss there by Dingler.
The judge is back in the house. Coming in. The chief deputy was here about 10 minutes before game started, so we've been on our best behavior.
Well, law and order, and we got a preacher here too. So
yes, we do.
We do have to be on our best behavior. For the law and for the Lord. It's true.
I feel like you've been saving that one. I like it.
Breaking ball misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I joke, but I mean, it's true.
It is very true. And plus, something tells me that if we weren't, Rita Carter and Beth Branch would not be happy at all.
I don't care if we're grown-ups or not.
You got that right. Those two would not take it well. We would be in some big trouble.
2 on, nobody out. The 2-2 pitch on the way to Dingler. Pops it up. Pops it up to first base. Drifting in. Now drifting back. Almost dropped it, but he was able to make the catch. It was Caden Johnson. And Dingler is now 0 for 2, I believe.
Now
he is.
Number 9,
number 9, Connor Peak. He comes to the plate with bases or runners on first and second, and 1 out. Formby on deck for the Dogs. Samuel was able to rope a single to the right side his last at bat, so you'd love for Peak to be able to reach here and have Formby bat with runners in scoring position. But Peak will go to work, 0 for 1 on the afternoon.
Pitch on the way to Connor. He takes up. 1 ball, no strikes. First of 2 ball games, as we mentioned today. Bremen now, Pierce County later, about 4 o'clock, maybe earlier. There's a high drive to deep left field. That ball is going to be foul.
Dang it. I tell you what, had that stayed fair, That would have definitely scored Allen. It might have scored Holiday. But instead, we got to come back and reset and do it all over again. So the count now even, 1 ball, 1 strike on the long foul ball to the left side from Connor Peak, who is DHing today for the Dogs in this game 1. Jay O'Neill does a lot of DHing for the Dogs. I would expect to see him possibly in game 2.
One ball, 1 strike. Connor Peak back in after the long timeout.
I think we were tracking down a loose baseball in the outfield.
May have been it.
It was either that or a streaker, and I'm going to go with a loose baseball.
We're going to go with that's it's a much better explanation in my opinion. Allen will check the runner at second and throws over there, and he's back. Kind of a risky throw. It was actually.
Did Allen just check Allen?
Allen checked.
Allen squared.
Yep. Double A. Another double A. 1 ball, 1 strike. Actually, Ace Allen AA. Double A. That one bounced away. Runner, I think he went around on the swing, but the runners are going to move up on the wild pitch.
They rooted it, or they put it as a ball on the scoreboard. We'll wait for the umpire to. Nope, now they're going to change it. There it is. There's the correction. So he did go around, so it will be 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Peak. But all the runners do move up, so X Holiday now stands at second base and Ace Allen stands over at third. And there's 1 out with runners in scoring position. Again, Cedartown looking for some insurance runs here in the top of the third.
And with the speed on the base pads, a base hit would score 2.
Absolutely it would. You are absolutely correct on that one.
Because X Holiday,
he can
bring
motor.
Up the rear, he can motor around. There's no doubt about it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. And after that big, long drive, he thought about it again, but he took a spin
up to the plate, number
on the
6,
swing.
S. Formby.
And now it'll be Samuel Formby.
You know, I hate to rip off another broadcaster, but to quote Steve Baldwin, the popcorn smells good.
Doesn't it, though? For Steve, it would be popcorn and a Snickers.
Yep.
He's got to have that. Frank would be the popcorn. I think in a Snickers, too. Popped him up in the infield. Freeman's going to get out of it if the catch is made correctly. The shortstop will call off the second baseman, and the catch is made. The Bulldogs leave 2 runners aboard. Here in the top of the third, we head now to the home half. Bremen is the home team in this ball game, and they trail the Cedartown Bulldogs by a score of 3-2. Back after this 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big AA. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. Their phone number, 678-246-1031. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown. Or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant right here in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
We will go to the bottom of the third inning. The Dogs with a one-run lead. They would leave 2 in the top of the third, but they still have a 3-2 lead over the Bremen Blue Devils. A beautiful afternoon here at Brunswick High School. 69 degrees right now. Here at the beach, the Dogs playing a little baseball at the beach.
You know, the sky looks like the Toy Story wallpaper.
It really does.
You know it?
You are right.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the Toy Story.
Number 1. You're either way too old or way too young.
I think our mic got a direct hit.
Uh-oh. Are we done?
No, it's still on.
Okay. Oh, it did get a direct hit.
Yeah, it got knocked on the inside.
It's in the. It's on the sidewalk now.
Why don't you take over play-by-play? I'll go fix that.
Well, you want me to fix it?
No, you go fix it.
I'll go
ahead.
fix it. Yep.
Go ahead.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, Number 3, Owen Williams.
Owen Williams will lead things off here as we get underway in the bottom half of the third inning. Cole Cochran still on the mound for the Bulldogs. Had a good top half of the third inning. Bremen trailing Cedartown by a score of 3-2. And Cochran is ready to go. And he will deliver the pitch. Called strike one. Nothing in one the count. You're about to see the great Sam Branch on your picture from the outfield. There he is. The pitch. Upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch about to be made. Here it is. It's low. 2-1. Good job, Sam. Good job. 2-1 delivery. Here it is. It's high and away. 3 balls and a strike. Cedartown 3 and Bremen 2. Cedartown is the visiting team wearing the red jerseys. Bremen in their white pinstripe blues. 3-1. Foul back to the screen, 3-2. Fantastic job there, Sam.
Well, you know.
Payoff pitch. Chopper to third base. Ace Allen fields that one on a hop. Throws to first. A good play. They got it.
I will say this. The clip actually held it on the netting. What it did is it just flipped it backwards and it knocked the windscreen off. Yep.
Huey.
So Huey will come to the plate with nobody on and 1 out. Again, another crucial first out for the Dogs to retire the leadoff man in the inning.
Well, that's one thing we mentioned again is getting that first batter.
It's so important.
Cochran deals. And he deals a strike, 0-1.
Leadoff base runners just really can mess you up, and especially when it's consistent.
And not only that, but leadoff strikes, like getting ahead in the count.
Yep.
And Cochran has done that for the most part today, albeit a little not so much in the first inning, but since then. Ground ball to second, stabbed over there. No, it goes into the outfield, excuse me. He's going to round first and go back to first base. That ball got under the glove of the second baseman for the Bulldogs, Caleb Formby. Would have been a tough play for anybody.
Yeah, it was going to be a tough play over there for Formby if he was able to range over and get some leather on it, but it said it does get out, and Tony Ware made a good play from his spot over in center field to get that one in. Looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner for the Blue Devils. For Huey, it will be numero, I can't see it. But that'll bring up Johnson. He comes to the plate. Still looking for his first hit of the afternoon. He would walk his last at bat.
First pitch is a breaking ball for a called strike, 0-1.
It's a single-digit number. That's all I can help you with over there. Maybe 8. I don't know.
We'll let you know as soon as we get an eyeball on it. They throw down there again, runner back safely.
Oh, turn around the other way.
Yeah, let's see his back. They do have numbers on the front of their jerseys, but they're so small from our vantage point, can't really tell. Oh, 1 pitch from Cole, and it's going to bounce off and get away, and it is number 8. That is Sully SENFT.
We'll call him Sully.
Sully sounds good.
So
Runner to
Sully.
second base.
Sully at second.
One ball,
Johnson.
one strike. It was probably a pass ball.
Johnson at the plate. Yes, pass ball is the score.
That pitch missed outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to count now.
Cedartown leading 3-2 here in the bottom of the third. The Dogs would jump out to a 1-0 lead in the top of the first, but then Bremen would come back and plate 2.
Here comes the 2-1. Chopper toward first base. He'll have to, he mishandles it at first base, and everybody's going to be safe.
Yeah, just mishandled that one over at first by Dingler, and he wisely just put it in his pocket. Had he gone to first, I don't think we would have gotten him anyways after the bobble. So that puts runners at the corners for the Blue Devils, and that's going to bring up number 10, Aiden Price.
Cole Dingler usually very sure-handed over there at first base. That time kind of bobbled it, picking him off the ground. And as soon as he did that, he didn't have a play. So they've got the tying run 90 feet away at third. Right fielder Aiden Price.
How about a double play right here to get us out of the inning?
That would be fantastic. Wind picking up a bit.
You can really tell out there in those pines.
Called strike. Yep. 0-1. Cochran dealt one outer part of the zone.
Well, and Allred popped up ready to throw down to second if needed. I think you have to really watch that runner over at first. They might want to try to move him over to make the double play
Runner
harder.
goes, pitches, a ball, throw goes down to second base, and it gets into the outfield, and that's going to tie the ball game.
Just got under the glove of Holiday, who was coming over to cover second on the steal attempt. And the stolen base is successful for Johnson, and we are tied at 3 each here in the bottom of the third inning.
So 2 errors in this inning have been costly.
The error over at first, and then the error there at second. Price now stands in. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Pitch on the way. A breaking ball that just missed. 2-1. Perhaps
Now,
inside.
I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for the umpire to give me a signal. This game changer has it different.
Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Okay. So the scoreboard was right. So the count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good deal. I think maybe game changer was just a little bit behind.
Perhaps. Go ahead run in scoring position at second base. Cochran would love to strike out this batter or retire him some way. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. High pitch called strike 3.
So Price is down on strikes. He's the second out of the inning for the Blue Devils, and it's going to bring up number 15, Carter Allen.
We've been calling him Canner Allen.
I have.
But it's Carter.
It's Carter. We'll take it.
Solid first name.
I mean, what a name.
Ground ball hit towards second base. Formby over to first in time, and the inning is over. But Bremen cashes in a base runner. A couple of mistakes in the inning result in a run, and we are tied 3-3. We head now to the 4th inning. Cedartown baseball is here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. Back after 60 seconds. Make that a 30-second break, please.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
3-3 the score here from Brunswick High School as we go to the top of the fourth inning. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Dogs. Formby, Allred, and Roper. Bremen would come around after 2 errors to tie the ball game up in the bottom of the third inning. And we have a new pitcher, don't we?
It's going to be the shortstop, Cooper Mincy, who takes over on the hill for the Bremen Blue Devils. We'll see. Looks like the new shortstop is going to be the pitcher, Carter Allen. So Allen moves over. They just switch positions defensively.
There we go. So it'll be Caleb Formby, Gavin Allred, and Jack Roper due up for the Dogs. Formby is 1 for 1 on the afternoon with an RBI. Allred and Roper both still looking for their first hits of the game. So the Dogs looking to have some success here against Mincy.
I'll tell you,
I'm going to move.
Game 2, I think we may move that mic maybe off to the side a little bit.
It's a terrible, terrible decision on my part.
No, it's all good.
I mean, just terrible.
Number 2, C. Foreman.
Foreman?
Formby, my bad.
Thank you, buddy.
I love it.
Caleb Formby will lead things off for the Dogs here.
Listen, I can honestly say I have been in his shoes.
Nobody ever mispronounces Sand Branch.
No, but I'm saying I have mispronounced a name over the PA.
Oh,
before.
yes. You've had some doozies.
I can assure you.
You've had some doozies over the years. Top of the fourth inning, waiting to start. I think the catcher's having a little equipment issue, so he's taking care of that as we speak.
Not another streaker?
No.
Thank goodness.
No, you can put...
This is a family show, folks. Family show only.
No, you can put the record away. Here's the pitch on the way. A big cut and a miss, 0-1. It's a good song, The Streak.
You know, isn't he in his 80s by now?
Still performing.
Wild.
Bounced up there, 1 ball, 1 strike. His music videos are hilarious.
They are. My good buddy Garland Langford is a big fan of Ray Stevens, and I tell you, he could sing along to some of those with the best of them.
Here's the 1-1. It's ball 2, I think.
I'll take it, ball 2. What do you think?
Yep.
Okay.
I think it is ball 2.
It is.
Sounds good.
2 balls, 1 strike to count now on the Bulldogs' second baseman, Caleb Formby, looking for his second hit of the afternoon.
2-1. Just a called strike 2, 2-2. Mississippi Squirrel Revival's another good one.
To me, that might be my favorite one, to be honest with you. That might be my favorite.
The first self-righteous church.
Yep.
I love it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The kick and the pitch on the way. Fouled away. 2-2.
The final line on Allen, 3 innings of work. He would give up 3 runs, 2 earned on 5 hits, record 3 strikeouts, and walk 1.
Not too bad of an outing for him. Leaves with the game tied, so he'll have a no decision. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Caleb Formby down on strikes for out number 1.
Now, had we been at Truist Park, you would have heard that in the background as the official scorer would have given it.
Number 3,
but instead,
Allred.
you just get it from me. Gavin Allred will come to the plate, looking for his first hit, 0 for 1 on the afternoon. He'll come up with the bases empty and 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning.
He'll take in 1 ball, no strikes. Another good one, Ahab the Arab is good. It's a good one, too.
Yep.
Here's the 1-0. Checked his swing and he tapped it foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Another good one, too, is not one you hear much more these days. Southern Air is another one, too, with guest star Jerry Clower.
We talked about him last night.
We did.
Down in Tampa, or wherever the Rays facility is, the Braves are on top 4-0 in the top of the fourth inning. Spring training baseball in action.
Spectacular. 1-1. Called strike 2, and Allred did not like the call.
The Red Sox and the Orioles also in the top of the fourth. Boston leading Baltimore 2-1. The Marlins lead the Cardinals 5-2 in the bottom of the third. Yankees leading the Detroit Tigers 6-2, top of the third.
1-2 pitch, a breaking ball, and he froze him for strike 3, inside corner. Went front door on him, and that is out number 2.
Now batting, number 24.
Cardinals
Roper.
in a split squad game. Their other squad leads the New York Mets 4-0, bottom of the third. Phillies trail the Blue Jays 5-4, bottom of the third. And I don't care that it's spring training. I hope the Blue Jays beat them by 50.
Roper swings and misses. Strike 1. Jack Roper at the plate.
50. Andrew Carter. 50.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of a big-time baseball score, we'll wait for the pitch here.
Here's the 0-1. Curveball in.
Last night, number 19, Texas Tech, the Red Raiders, defeated Texas Southern by a final score of 32-5.
Goodness. 1-1. Swing and a foul back.
No mercy there in Lubbock. No mercy.
No, they didn't let up one time.
I mean, at what point do you just say, why are we still here? At 32-5, at what point do you say, what are we doing?
Either they're that good or the other team was that bad.
I'm going to go with a combination of both with that one.
The 1-2. High chopper to third base. Oh, he mishandles it. And he's going to be safe at first on the E5. So the Dogs will have a base runner, albeit on the air, but nevertheless, we head back to the top of the order and Tony Ware.
Number 13.
Bremen was able to cash in on
Ware.
2 errors that the Dogs made there in the bottom of the third inning. Cedartown now with the chance, hopefully, to cash in on an error made in the top of the fourth by the Blue Devils, but it's going to come with 2 outs. Tony Ware will come to the plate.
What has Tony done today?
Tony is 0 for 2.
So he's due.
He's been due, I feel like. I mean, he had that big opening game against South Paulding, and it's kind of cooled off for him, and I think Tony is due right here.
Agreed. Stretch and the pitch. The curveball inside corner called a strike.
The Mississippi Squirrel Revival. What a song. How does he even come up with something like that?
It's Ray Stevens.
I mean, time called and granted as Tony will step out. He's another solid defensive glove that the Dogs have out in the outfield. He really anchors that outfield and center field for Cedartown.
Throw to first base and back safely is the base runner, Jack Roper.
Is this weather not heaven right now?
It is perfect.
I wonder, is it the same in Cedartown? I think it's probably about the same in Cedartown. It might not be as warm.
Runner goes, pitches inside, throw goes down to second base, high throw, he's safe. Pitch was in, so it's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike. So the Dogs have a scoring chance here in the fourth inning. Base hit could give the Dogs the lead here.
Yeah, but we need Ware to make solid contact, get that base hit. He's got the count even right now at 1 ball and 1 strike with Roper out at second base and 2 outs.
The 1-1. Swung and missed on the hook. I'll tell you what, Mincy has quite the curve.
Good pitch. Good pitch there by Mincy.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. I think Tony hoping he hangs the curve here, but he's kept it down pretty well today. And he swings and misses, strike 3. They will have to throw him out, and they will. And And that is out number 3. Dogs leave a base runner, and it's still tied 3-3. We head down to the bottom half of the 4th inning after this 60-second timeout on the Bulldog Network.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
3-3 is your score, all tied up as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Cedartown knotted up with the Bremen Blue Devils as Cole Cochran completes his warm-up throws. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Blue Devils. Bishop, Mitzi, and Harper. The Braves now lead the race 6-0. So far, Michael Harris the second, 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, a home run and an RBI.
I love to see it. Love to see
Spencer Strider would only go 2 innings, but he would pick up 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 1 hit. I'll take it.
Looking for a quick inning here for Cole Cochran. And the first pitch is inside for ball 1.
It's all right. Backed him off just a little bit. Now he can work that outer part of the plate. Bishop 0 for 1 on the afternoon, looking for his first hit.
1-0 pitch. Upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Good crowd of the Cedartown faithful made the drive down, cheering on these Dogs. Bremen also bringing a good contingency of folks.
2-0 is low. 3 balls and no strikes. Talking about pitching for Atlanta, Spencer Strider getting the start. Strider, I think without question now the ace of the staff.
Absolutely.
And of course, Max Fried in his last year of his contract.
What do you think they do there?
I think they let him become a free agent, to be honest with you. I'd hate to lose him, but I don't know that the Braves can afford to re-sign him.
I'll tell you what.
A.J. Minter, another one that the Braves will have to deal with in the offseason next year. 3-0 pitch. Called strike 1 on the outside corner. He's on his way to first base.
Either way, though, in Alex we trust.
Absolutely.
That man can work some magic.
The fact that he wasn't GM of the year after he made those deals in 2021, after we lost Acuna, that's fouled away. Full count now, 3-2.
Let's be honest.
I mean, he brought in the NLCS MVP and the World Series MVP.
Yep.
Both now have departed Atlanta.
Where did Soler? Did he sign with the Mets? The Marlins?
He was with the Marlins, but now I think he's out west with the Giants.
Okay.
3-2. Chopper to third. Fair ball. Picked up, and he lost the handle on it. I tell you what, that would have been a tough play regardless. Now, Coach Johnson is asking.
Now batting shortstop, number 1, Cooper Mitzi.
Well, I think he's wanting some question. I mean, the Bremen coach over here on the third base side had both of these hands held over his head like he was saying it was a foul ball, which I know his opinion doesn't. I know his opinion is not the deciding factor there. It's got to be the other guys in blue.
I couldn't tell from my angle, to be honest with you. The line that's on the field,
I can't see it.
It's a spray-painted line. It's not a chalk line, so it's kind of hard to see. So Coach Johnson is asking about it, and he's not happy, so it must be a base hit. And that wind really starting to pick up. That would be my only complaint about today is the wind.
I agree.
But at least it's right at 70 degrees. The sun is working its way in.
Okay, we're doing a courtesy runner, it looks like. Number 5 for the Blue Devils will come out and run for Bremen.
That'll be Connor Helton.
So Helton will come on and run for Bishop.
Well, the go-ahead run aboard.
We'll find out a little bit about that post-game.
So Formby will rather Cochran from the stretch, and it's a bunt try. He'll pick it up, and the only play will be to first. And he throws over there for out number 1. Runner moves up to second. So Bremen playing a bit of small ball.
Mincy laying down the bunt. The sacrifice moves the runner over to
second baseman, number 7, Micah Harper.
And it'll bring up the second baseman now. Micah Harper. Bottom of the order for Bremen. Harper batting in the number 9 hole.
Cochran delivers. Bounced in front of the plate. Allred keeps it in front. One ball, no strikes.
Good stop there by Gavin to keep that one out in front of him. Helton out at second was flirting with disaster. He almost had the pedal to the floor.
1-0 pitch on the way from Cole. Called strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Again, beautiful weather, beautiful facility. Just happy to be here. 1-1 pitch is upstairs, 2-1.
And just let that one up and out a little bit. So Harper now ahead in the count. 2-1. Cochran ready to go back to work.
Here's the pitch. Cut and the miss on the fastball. 2-2 the count.
We really need to record this out right here.
In the worst way.
See what Cochran can do.
Swung and just got a piece and fouled it back. The count will stay 2 balls and 2 strikes. Set from the belt. Look to second. The 2-2 gets away. All the way back to the backstop, and it's going to fill the count up 3-2, but most importantly, the runner moves up to third base. So now a fly ball of medium depth could score the run.
Well, and it could give Bremen the lead. They led at the end of the first, 2-1. Cedartown would come back and score 2 runs in the top of the second to take a 1-run lead, and then Bremen would score 1 in the bottom of the third to tie it back up.
3-2 is popped up, left side. It'll be out of play. Lands behind the grandstands here.
Pretty nice boat back here.
Yeah.
Think they would notice if we took that one back to Cedartown?
They would. Got a big old Mercury motor on the back of it.
I think it would look really nice on Mundy's Lake.
Scrape bottom.
We could cruise past.
We get stuck in the mire in that thing.
Andy's house.
Yeah, I don't think it would. Don't think we get through the lake on that one. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch upstairs, ball 4. Now they're at the corners with only 1 out.
Pitching coach Josh Smith on his way
Now
out.
batting for the
Gonna
Blue
have a little
Devils,
talk with
number
Cochran.
11, Jonah Hatchett.
Looks like we'll go back to the top of the order for Bremen and Hatchett.
Game pace was pretty brisk until this inning. It's kind of slowed down a bit. Since the second inning, the Bulldogs have kind of slowed things down, or since the previous inning we allowed a run, allowed 2 in the bottom half of the first.
Now we're in danger here with runners at the corners and only 1 out.
And I would think, and they're probably also going to talk a little strategy here as well, with Harper over at first base.
Yeah, you got to watch him.
He may try to move over to second base and try to draw a throw over there. And last time we did that, we threw it away and a run scored.
Disaster. Disaster. We would obviously want to keep him at first to keep the double play intact. Bremen would want to move him over to make that double play a lot harder. Allred will give the signs out to the infielders, and we'll get set to go. Hatchett 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Comes to the plate with runners at the corner and 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning, tie ball game, 3-3. Bremen threatening.
Pitch on the way. It's low and in, 1 ball, no strikes.
That's another thing you don't want to do. You do not want to give up the lead and a run on a pass ball or a wild pitch. Just make solid pitches here. Don't have to do anything too fancy. Trust your defense.
Cochran set. Pitch on the way, runner goes. It's a hit and run, and it's foul to the left side. Going to hit the roof of the batting cage over there. The count is 1 ball, 1 strike.
Have you noticed the signs on the foul poles?
Yes, Chick-fil-A signs.
This one says chicken fair. That one says burger foul.
Burger foul. I love it.
3:15 to the corners here at Brunswick High School. 375.
The power outlets. Yep. And 395 to straightaway center field.
Yeah.
Big field. 1-1 is upstairs. Good job there by Allred to pick that high ball up. And the count is 2-1. An umpire rubbing a little dirt on the baseball.
Some dirt in it. Be all right. Maybe a little slick, so now we're ready to go. Wind blowing from what feels like from home plate out.
I think it's blowing in from everywhere, kind of swirling around.
Now it's changed again.
2-1 pitch. Hit in the air to the left side. That will be foul.
Slices over to the left side, so the count will remain, or it will go to 2 balls and 2 strikes, excuse me. Evened up now against Hatchett. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out. Runners at the corner for the Blue Devils.
The 2-2. That one got away, but not far enough for the runner from third to advance. The runner from first was already on the move, and he'll be there at second base. So now the count is 3 balls and 2 strikes with only 1 out. If he loses the runner here, we'll see if Coach Johnson pulls the plug here. It is now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Outside. He lost it. Base is full with only 1 out.
Do we see any movement?
Next up the bat, number 3, Owen Millions.
Not yet.
No movement yet. It'll bring up Owen Millions. 0 for 1 on the afternoon.
The center fielder with a big chance to bust this game open for the Bremen Blue Devils.
Anything through the infield you think would it score at least 2. If it's hit deep, he could score 3.
Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
A ground ball double play would be just what the doctor ordered right here for the Dogs.
The infield is drawn in. 0-1. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Both Dingler over at first base and Ace Allen over at third base are playing almost in on the grass. Just a few steps off the grass now is Dingler. Allen a little further back now over at third.
1-1 is chopped foul, or rather sliced foul to the right side. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball's coming home, you know that.
Yep.
If it's picked up. Of course, Allen would like to get the strikeout here, and then the infielders can play at normal depth. 1-2. Down low, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cole just missed with that one, it looks like. Now a chance to battle back here as the count is even against Millions.
The stretch, the 2-2. Just missed upstairs. Breaking ball.
Oh.
Full count.
I liked that one.
A walk will give Bremen the lead. We're tied 3-3. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Cole Cochran delivers a 3-2. Strike 3 called.
Got him looking. Cochran with a big strikeout there in the second out of the inning.
You're talking
Now
about
on for Blue
humongous.
Devils, number 2, Dylan Huey.
And now it'll be up to Dylan Huey if the Bremen Blue Devils score in this inning. Bases still loaded, 2 outs now, and the infielders back to their normal positions. Stretch and pitch. Bounces up there, gets away, and now that's going to bring home the go-ahead run. That's exactly what you did not want to happen.
Huey 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Runners now at second and third, and Bremen leads by 1, 4-3. A tough inning here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Bulldogs and Cole Cochran.
I don't know if he meant to throw that one low like that. I mean, you want to kind of get ahead in the count if you can. 1-0 is outside, 2-0. This may be the last inning for Cochran anyway. But I know that Coach Johnson would like to get him through this inning, but we've surrendered the lead 4-3 now. And that's low and away, ball 3.
Well, and that right there is his 82nd pitch.
We do have games next week as well.
40 of those pitches have been strikes. Cochran has faced 20 batters so far.
Intentional walk, and now here comes Coach Johnson. Looks like he's going to make the change here. So intentional walk.
Bat, number 4, Caden Johnson.
Caden, Carter, whatever. Yes, that is Caden, the first baseman will bat. But a pitching change will be made, and we'll come back with a new Bulldog hurler after this 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network. Back after this.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company.
We need a 60-second break, please.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
4-3 is the score. Bremen picking up a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Everett Perkins will come on to pitch for the Dogs. Cole Cochran's afternoon is done. Cochran, final line on him will be 3 2/3, 4 runs, 2 earned on 2 hits, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts, would face a total of 21 batters through a total of 82 pitches, 40 of which were for strikes.
This may be Perkins. I think it's his first appearance on the mound this year for the Bulldogs. The pitch to him. It's a called strike, 0-1. Bottom half of the fourth, base loaded, a run is in. Pitch. Called strike 2.
We'll take it.
Absolutely, we will.
Outside part of the plate, Perkins gets the call.
All 3 base runners, by the way, are Cochran's responsibility. Pitch on the way. Low and away. He thought he was like, I'm getting that outside call. I'm going to live there.
Yep, he went right back to it. But that one was called a ball, so Johnson now with 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
The wind, the 1-2. Outside throw to first. They got him hung up.
And now it's going to be a game of chicken.
Yep.
And everybody will get back safely.
That was exactly the right move, because if you try to chase down that runner, if the runner scores before the out is made, that run will count.
You want to limit as much of the damage as you can right here with the bases loaded.
1-2 pitch, here it is. It's outside. 2-2.
3-2 now the count, actually.
Is it?
Full count, yep. Because the pitch on the throwdown was a ball.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Doesn't matter anyway. Bases left loaded. Great job there by Perkins to come in there and strike out the side. But a run comes across in the inning. A wild pitch does it. And we head now to the top of the 5th. Bremen 4 and Cedartown 3. Back after this 60-second timeout on the Bulldog Network.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the GHSA.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
2-3-4 due up for the Dogs as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Ace Allen, ex-Holiday, Cole Dingler will come to the plate. Cedartown trailing Bremen 4-3. The Blue Devils scored 2 runs back in the bottom of the 1st inning, and then a single run each in the 3rd and the 4th to take a 1-run lead over the Dogs. Warm-up tosses are complete. Throw down to second base, and now we are ready to go to work. Ace Allen is 2 for 2 on the afternoon with 2 stolen bases. Ex-Holiday 1 for 1, and Cole Dingler 0 for 2. So you know Dingler will want to get his bat going, and we will want to see the bats of Allen and Holiday continue.
Now batting, 0.
Ace Allen. AA.
AA on the big AA. Pitch on the way to him. That fastball missed low and away. 1 ball and no strikes the count now.
He's in the date.
The wind, the 1-0. Wow. Called strike.
That was a generous call, I think.
Indeed.
Cooper Mitzi would come on in relief for Bremen. This is his 2nd inning of work.
Yeah, moved over from shortstop. The 1-1.
Oh.
We got to move that mic. Ball 2.
Man.
2 balls and 1 strike. That is in the line of fire.
It's holding up well, though. It's taking
it's taking a beating.
Taking a licking and keeping on ticking.
I knew that was coming.
Did you?
Yeah, absolutely. The line, the 2-1. A little flare shot to the right side. Could be trouble.
Drop.
Yeah, it's down. Ace Allen reaches again.
3 for 3.
Good job there by the sophomore.
3 for 3, 2 stolen bases
Now
for
back
Allen.
to the Bulldogs.
Wow.
Number 4.
So that'll bring up X Holiday.
Holiday.
Holiday is 1 for 1 with a walk, I believe.
Call that a dying duck over there on the right side. Dropped in no man's land. X Holiday. Dogs trail 4-3. Tying run aboard. Stretch the pitch, bunt try, left side. Pitcher picks it up, bobbles for a moment, throws to first. They won't get it.
No.
Safe.
I tell you, you've got to be perfect to throw out X Holiday. And Mincy was not. So X will reach, and that'll put runners at first and second with Dingler up to the plate.
Number 8.
And this is the perfect opportunity for Cole to pick up his first hit of the game. Runners at first and second, nobody out. The Dogs with something cooking as we trail by 1 run here against the Bremen Blue Devils in the top of the 5th inning.
Cole is hitless in 2 tries. I think he's struck out 1 time. But a golden opportunity here on the Golden Isles. Squares to bunt, and he went for it. Strike 1. Little surprise there. Got the bunt call from Coach Johnson. He's not afraid to let anybody lay down the sacrifice.
Not afraid to play the small ball either. We like that.
Here's the 0-1. Squares to bunt again. Pulls it back this time. It's outside, 1-1.
Good look there by Dingler at the plate. He'll look down to third, get the sign again. Coach Johnson. Mincy will look in. It's his sign from Huey, and now we're ready to go.
1-1 pitch, squares to bunt again. He went for that one and fouled it back, I think. Or did it hit him? No, it did not.
But he does get the called strike, so the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes on Dingler. But the runners did advance, so X Holiday now stands at second base, and Ace Allen over at first for the Dogs.
Good catch. I was looking at home plate and wasn't paying attention to the runners. But that really changes this whole at-bat, even though in 2 different ways. 1, there's 2 strikes, so he won't be bunting again. And 2,
no need
the runners have moved up anyway, so now he can swing his bat.
Just put it in play.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, gets away. They're going to have to throw him out. The throw goes to first, and they do get him, and that'll be out number 1, and the runners cannot move. So Dingler is 0 for 3. It looks like we have a pinch hitter.
Now
it's going to be Perkins.
So not a pinch hitter. He replaces Cole Cochran.
Number 14, Perkins.
So Everett Perkins will come to the plate with 1 out and runners at second and third. Coach Johnson came in to let the home plate umpire know what's going on, and now we're ready to go. X Holiday out at second base, Ace Allen at third. A chance for the Dogs to tie this one back up or get the lead back. We'll take it 1 base at a time as Perkins will come to the plate for his first bat of the game. Everett played some at third base, got the start at third over against Calhoun.
First pitch is in the dirt. And a good stop there by the hind catcher there, Dylan Huey. 1 ball, no strikes. Just a beautiful, beautiful day.
It really is. It really is. You can't get any better than this.
Watching high school baseball. Fastball missed high and tight.
You got high school baseball happening here. You got Major League Baseball spring training going on. You'll have college basketball tonight. A big game in Athens as Auburn goes into try to get a win on the road against Georgia.
2-0 misses away. Ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. We might listen to that game on the way home.
Might have to. We might have to. It depends on how well it's going.
Listen to some Scott Howard and Chuck Dowdle on the Georgia Bulldog Radio Network.
But right now, you're listening to Andrew Carter and Sam Branch on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
Absolutely. 3-0 pitch on the way. Ball 4. Bases loaded with 1 out.
What a good at bat there by Perkins. He hasn't hit since that Calhoun game. Comes in and draws a walk, and the bases are now loaded.
Now batting for the Bulldogs.
And that's going to bring up number 6, Samuel Formby. And if you remember, Formby laced one to the right side in a previous at bat, and if he could do that again, you're looking at a 2-run, possible 3-run, and a Bulldogs lead. But we're going to have a pinch runner for Cedartown. It looks like it will be number 16.
Yeah, it's going to be number 16, Owen Jarrell.
So Jarrell will come out and pinch run, and we've got a meeting on the mound with the Devils of the blue variety.
Pinch runner, number 16, Jarrell.
I love it. Jarrell. Sounds like Superman's real name. Whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Beats me.
You never watched Smallville?
No.
Oh, man.
I know. I've missed so much in life.
Meeting is over on the mound.
We're ready to go back to work.
We are.
Forby's going to dig in here. I smell a base hit coming. I think he's going to bust this one wide open right here.
Well, Formby does have a hit today, doesn't he?
Yes, he does, over to the right side.
And that would score likely 2 runs if he was able to get one down.
1 for 2.
Bases full, 1 out. Dogs trail 4-3. The pitch gets away, and the runner's going to score.
There's the tie.
And we are tied 4-4, and the runners move up. The go-ahead run now 90 feet away, and an insurance run at second.
I told you he was going to bust this one wide open, and he didn't even have to swing the bat.
I know.
He just had to get out of the way and let life happen.
1 ball, no strikes. Runners now second and third with 1 out.
You know, that's a good thing to look at. Sometimes you don't even have to swing the bat, Andrew. You just got to get out of the way and let life happen.
Let it happen. Let it happen.
All right, now back to the game.
1-0 pitch on the way. A breaking ball that missed upstairs. 2-0 the count now. Cooper Mincy is battling here in this inning. Top half of the 5th.
Neither team has really had a big inning run-wise. Both teams with an inning with 2 runs.
There's a strike down the middle, 2-1. Yeah, Cedartown.
But that's been about it. But there's been a lot of base runners, for both teams.
There have.
A lot of traffic on the base paths for both Cedartown and Bremen.
Bremen scored 2 in the first, and Cedartown responded with 2 in the second. 2-1 is a fly ball to shallow center field. Is it deep enough? I don't think it is. Catch is made. Runner tags. He will not try it. The throw comes in, and it was right to the catcher. It was a great throw.
Yes, it was. X made a good decision there. He and Coach Johnson right on the same page with each other, and they just held him there. And I like it because then you live to see another swing from Caleb Formby. Samuel Formby, out number 2 of the inning. Out number 2 of the inning. And that'll bring up brother Caleb Formby. Caleb is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Love to see him get his second hit right here.
Tied up 4-4. A base hit would give Cedartown the lead. Big cut and miss there by Caleb Formby.
So all red is on deck for the Dogs.
Nothing in 1. And the pitch. Sliced it right side. That'll be foul. And it's 0-2.
Got a battle here. Another great opportunity for the Dogs to put some more runs on the board. Formby in the hole 0-2.
The pitch. Chopper, shortstop. He'll pick that up. Throw to first. And they got it. Dogs tied the game, though, but we're hoping for a little bit more than that as we head to the bottom half of the fifth. Cedartown 4 and Bremen 4. Back after 60 seconds on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings. Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big AA. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
The Dogs strike for one, but leave two runners aboard as we go now to the bottom of the fifth inning, a tie game here as the Cedartown Bulldogs are tied up with the Bremen Blue Devils 4-4 from Brunswick High School. It will be 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Blue Devils, Price, Allen, and Bishop. Everett Perkins still on the mound for Cedartown. He would come on in relief of Cole Cochran. He would come in and throw 6 pitches and get a critical out number 3 for the Dogs back in the fourth inning. We'll see what he's able to do against this Blue Devil lineup as he will face Price, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Again, just
now batting for the Blue Devils, number
beautiful
10,
afternoon here at
Price.
Brunswick High School, home of the Pirates. Although I feel like Carson Tanner had a good one last night, commented on our Facebook Live feed, the Brunswick Sand Sharks.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Popped him up.
That's not bad.
Perkins gets called off by the catcher, Allred, who makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out.
I tell you what, a play there by Allred. He had to move
Batting
again
next
to his
for the
right.
Blue Devils, number 15, Carter Allen.
That'll bring up Carter Allen, who was a starting pitcher, now is the shortstop.
Wind playing a lot of tricks on the ball once it kind of gets elevated up in the atmosphere a little bit. It's swirling today here.
The wind, the pitch. Hits the center field. Tony Ware moves a few steps, makes the catch. 2 pitches, 2 out.
I mean, I can't say, and I know we've only seen him now for 3 hitters, but I can't say enough about our relief pitching the last two games. Ra Ware did a phenomenal job last night coming in that game, and so far Perkins has done well as Bishop comes to the plate 0 for 2.
First pitch to the DH bounces up there, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. The weather is here, wish you were beautiful. Wait, that's wrong. the weather is beautiful, wish you were here. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1 the count. I meant to do that, by the way. That's one of those little things.
Like it.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
1 ball, 1 strike at the count. Little rivalry here. There's a fly ball hit deep to left center field. Tony Ware on the run. It's going to get down at the wall. He's going to be at second base with a stand-up double. Split the gap, hit it to the perfect spot.
Hit it right to the left of that 375 marker and hit it almost the full
now
375.
Number 1, Cooper Mitsley.
That's a home run in Cedartown.
That's in the street.
Might be a home run in Bremen, too.
That's in the street.
You know, Bremen plays at their newer baseball field there right on Bankhead Highway on Highway 78.
Mitzi comes to the plate, runner at second base.
And a scoring opportunities for the Bremen Blue Devils here in the 5th. The pitch. Bounced up there, and he's going to try for third. The throw goes down to third, and it gets away, and that's going to bring home the go-ahead run. Goodness gracious. those kind of things you just can't let happen.
No, Allred's trying to do a lot behind the plate there, but you just want to see him put that one in his pocket, in my opinion, because it was going to be an absolute bang play.
Well, when he picked it up,
even with a good throw.
If he had picked it up immediately, he might have had a chance to get him at third. But when the bobble happened, there was no chance. And when he threw over there, it was a foregone conclusion, and you gave him a run right there. High and sight, ball 2, 2-0 the count.
5-4 now the score. Bremen back on top. The Dogs have stuck in this one and clawed their way back in just to turn around and give it back up a few times.
2-0 misses high, ball 3. Three balls and no strikes. And that's ball 4, 4 straight miss.
Not good. Not good. Just got to settle him down. He's a freshman out there on the mound for the Dogs.
Blue Devils, number 7, Micah Harper.
Harper will come up. Harper 0 for 1. Comes to the plate with a runner over at first. 1 run already across for Bremen. Blue Devils with 2 outs. Cedartown looking to shut things down right here and go to the 6th inning, trailing by only 1.
Perkins set. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Took something off of that one. Throw over to first base, and the runner's back in plenty of time.
Didn't have a very big lead to begin with over there, does Mincy. He's staying pretty close to home. Perkins still checks him anyways.
0-1 pitch. Strike called.
He's taking a pretty decent secondary lead, though.
0-2 the count to the left-handed batter.
Dogs looking to get out of this one right here.
Yes, indeed.
Send us to the 6th. We need a punch out.
Perkins, stretch, pitch. Low, runner goes, and there will be no throw.
No, he was headed to second anyways.
Pitch was in the dirt. It wasn't a good one to throw with. So now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And Cooper Mincy, the pitcher, is now at second base. And now Perkins steps off the rubber as he was checking the runner. 1-2 the count. A long stretch, now the pitch. Curveball missed away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This inning was pretty quick until the double and then the errant throw.
Mincy really kind of messed things up.
Yeah, he did.
The throw messed it up. Mincy has messed it up. Harper's trying to mess it up.
2-2 pitch. Tapper foul toward first. Count will stay 2-2. Hope you'll join us after this ball game is over. Twin bill today. Cedartown will take on Pierce County out of Class 2A.
We get to do this again.
We do. 2-2 with 2 outs. Perkins looking to get out of the inning right here with only the 1 run. And the pitch. He did. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Or was it fouled? He fouled it.
There's no way.
I did not hear bat hit ball.
There is 0 way.
Wow, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I mean, it must have just touched a stitch of that baseball. The 2-2. There we go, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will be out number 3. 1 run does come in on an error, and we head now to the top of the 6th inning with Bremen on top, a score of 5-4. Back after this 60-second timeout on the Big Double A.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. Their phone number 678-246-1031. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown. Or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant right here in Cedartown.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
5-4, the Bremen Blue Devils lead the Cedartown Bulldogs by 1 as we go to the top of the 6th inning. The Dogs sticking around in this one. They will tie it, give it up, tie it, give it up. Now we'll see if we can't come back and tie this one once again and maybe Andrew Carter jump out to a lead. It'll be Gavin Allred, Jack Roper, and I believe Tony Ware due up for the Dogs here in this inning. Bottom half of the order for Cedartown.
Number 3, Allred.
Looks like Mincy is still out on the mound dealing in relief for Bremen. So it will be Gavin Allred, the Bulldog backstop.
First pitch is a called strike over the outside corner. Nothing in 1 the count.
Allred 0 for 2. Looking for his first hit.
The wine in the 0-1. And a cut and a miss. Looks like he might have foul tipped it. Still, it's 0-2. Mincy is dealing, but not that time. Threw it away. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So far, Mincy has gone 2 innings, giving up just 1 run. And it was an earned run on 2 hits, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Mincy has thrown 41 pitches, 26 of them for strikes.
1-2 is hit toward shallow right field, but it's going to be playable. The right fielder ranges over toward the foul line and makes the catch for the first out, so that will retire Gavin Allred.
Batting next for the Bulldogs,
bring up
number
Jack
24, Roper.
Roper will come to the plate with nobody on and 1 out. Jack is 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
Swing and a miss, a big cut, and he missed it. 0-1. Polk and Haralson counties represented well here. Down here in Brunswick. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. And Jack Roper is down in the count. Bremen 5, Cedartown 4 in the top of the 6th. Running out of outs are the Bulldogs. The 0-2. 3 straight pitches, 3 straight swings and misses for strike 3.
We're down to our final 4 right here. It'll be Tony Ware back to the top of the order
Now
for the
batting for the
Dogs.
Bulldogs, number 13, T. Ware.
Get him, T. Ware. Tony 0 for 3 with a strikeout.
The wine and the pitch is low and away, ball 1. High and tight, 2-0. We were talking about Georgia and Auburn tonight. Every time I listen to a Georgia basketball game on the radio, they always lose. So you definitely want me listening.
Okay,
since you're an
then.
Auburn fan.
I like it.
So there's a high fly ball to center field, but that's going to be playable. Center fielder comes in, actually was a lot shorter than I would think. And the Dogs go in order in the top of the 6th. They trail the Bulldogs by a score of 5-4 to Bremen Only 3 outs left for the Bulldogs to try to get back on top, and the job for the Bulldogs here to hold them right where they are. We head now to the bottom half of the 6th after this 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Bottom of the 6th inning, 5-4 is your score. Dogs trail by 1. This has been a back-and-forth contest between these two teams. Both squads trying to pick up their first win of the season, but Bremen with a 1-run advantage as we go to the bottom of the 6th.
Everett Perkins delivers, and it's a line drive to right field, and the running catch is made out there and right for the Bulldogs.
It'll be Samuel Formby coming in to make that catch.
Great play.
He got a little bit of a late jump on it, but then was able to come over.
3, Owen Millions.
And it'll be Owen Millions to the plate.
So the inning beginning similar to how the first inning began, or the previous inning began for Perkins. And there's a strike on a foul ball to the backstop, nothing in 1.
Millions 0 for 2.
The 0-1. Line drive to left field. Roper has to come in. Diving catch. Yeah, he got it. 2 outs.
What a catch there by Roper. We have seen him make some phenomenal catches this weekend, and we'll just add that one to it. That'll bring up Huey. Huey, 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored.
So a line drive to right, a line drive to left. 2 good plays in the outfield for the Bulldogs. Perkins, the wind, the pitch. Strike, 0-1.
He's only thrown, 5, 6 pitches this inning so far? We'll take it.
0-1. Swing and a miss.
Oh, he just about came out of his shoe tops on that one. Huey was trying to get him an insurance run right there, I think.
Here's the 0-2. Fouled it away to the left. Here comes the 0-2. Just missed. Popped off the glove there of Allred. Wind gusts are pretty prevalent, about 15 to 20 miles per hour for the wind gust. Sustained wind about 5 or 10 miles an hour. 1-2. Line drive up the middle. That will be a base hit. So just like the last inning.
Batting next to the Blue Devils.
2 quick outs. And then the third man in the inning is able to reach. You are right. Looks like that's going to bring up Caden Johnson, first baseman for the Blue Devils. Johnson 0 for 2 with a run scored and a walk. Also a victim of a strikeout.
Throw to first base and the runner is back.
There's a leaf down beside our microphone. Yeah. It's gone now.
It sounded like somebody was rustling up some tin foil or something right around that mic, but that's what it was.
Just a leaf.
Just a leaf. That's all it was. Pitch on the way is chopped foul.
No need to panic. No need to panic.
Nothing in 1 the count.
Perkins checks the runner over at first. Now he's come set and ready to go.
And the pitch is high. Might have been a called pitch out. 1-1 the count.
Huey back at first base.
Yep. And they're going to go ahead and take Huey out and put a courtesy runner out there. It'll be again number 8, Sully.
Huh. Interesting.
1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Strike called.
Should
1-2.
that not be something that, okay, if you're going to do that, you have to do it when the at-bat starts. You can't do it in the middle of an at-bat. I don't know if I like the fact that you can just all of a sudden, oh, well, he's got 2 pitches. Hold on, I'm going to sub a pinch runner for just a sub. I mean, I could understand like an injury coming in, but
yeah, I don't know.
I don't like it. I protest.
1-2, runner goes. It's fouled back our way. Look out.
I protest. And then when it's overruled, I'm going to do like Joe did last night on A Few Good Men, and I'm going to strenuously protest. And when I'm overruled again, then I'll sit down.
Okay.
Do you want answers?
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
1-2 pitch. The truth is a ground ball to second base. The throw to first will retire the side. We head now to the 7th inning. A runner left aboard, and Dogs down their final 3 outs. A chance. They got to score 1 to tie it, 2 to take the lead. But 1 they have to score or the ball game will be over. Back after this 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Final 3 outs for the Dogs. Cedartown trailing Bremen 5-4 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. But if you want anybody to come up in this situation, it's going to be the guys due up next for the Dogs. 2, 3, and 4. Ace Allen, 3 for 3 on the afternoon. X Holiday, 2 for 2 with a walk. And Cole Dingler, 0 for 3, but he carries a big bat and can strike at any moment. And I feel like that's the heart of the order for Cedartown and exactly who you would want in this situation. Cedartown needing 1 to tie, 2 to win. Mincy still dealing.
Yeah, he's for the
done
most
well.
part, he's done well. You're right. There have been a few hiccups for him, but for the most part, in relief, he has been lights out. Throw goes down to second base. We're ready to go here in the top of the 7th inning. And as you mentioned before, Ace Allen having himself a day.
Everett Perkins has come out in relief for the Dogs, and you would wonder if we are able to either tie this one up or snag a lead. Would you see Perkins, or would you go into that Jay O'Neill closer situation for the bottom of the 7th?
That's a good question. I don't know if O'Neill is ready yet to close. I think, if you ask me, Perkins has proven that he's going to do well, and that's going to be fouled away, strike 1.
The first things
Ace
first,
Allen.
though, we got to at least tie it here to get us to the bottom of the 7th.
Nothing in 1 the count now to Ace Allen.
As a reminder, Cedartown will play Pierce County following this game.
Approximately 4 o'clock, maybe earlier. A curveball fouled away, and it's 0-2.
We'll start a whole new video. all that good stuff. So you want to stick with us. Tyrone back at the radio station is going to play us some good music in the meantime, I'm sure. Just spend your afternoon with us here on the Big Double A. Time called. Ace is granted time as he will step out. Allen is 3 for 3 on the afternoon with 2 stolen bases. I mean, he's just been all over the place and made some pretty good plays over at third as well.
0-2, just missed outside.
Yeah.
1-2.
The Bremen faithful really wanted that one, and it was close, but he does miss, and so the count now goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes on Allen.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground toward first. He'll pick that up. It'll be a race to the bag, and it'll be won by the first baseman.
That's the first time Allen's been retired this afternoon, and
Now
he is
back
out
to
number
Bulldogs,
1 in the
number
top of
4,
the 7th, so that will bring up
Holiday.
X Holiday, the Bulldogs shortstop. Holiday 2 for 2 with a walk. Try to reach here. Cole Dingler on deck for Cedartown.
The wind, the pitch to Holiday. Called strike right down Main Street. Oh, 1. Strike 2, right there.
Yeah, that was a good pitch there by Mincy. Looks over into the dugout, gets the sign. X has got to protect here, down 0-2. Nobody on, 1 out for the Dogs. Time for the 7th inning.
Got a tip for Captain Mincy. He has pitched well. The 0-2. That is a strike. No, you didn't. They checked the swing. Did he go? No, no swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I thought it was going to be a called strike 3, honestly.
I hate to say that I agree with you, but I do. But as it is a ball. So X will get to see another one here.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 7th. Cedartown trails 5-4. The wind and the pitch. Breaking ball low, 2-2. Get a base runner and see what happens.
The wind really picking up now and blowing dust from the infield.
Perhaps they water this infield when the game gets done. Prevent the dust from flying. Here comes the 2-2 to X Holiday. Stays alive and fouled it back. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Dropped the curveball in for a called strike 3. The crowd tells you all you need to know. So 2 gone, and it's up to Cole Dingler.
Number 8.
Yeah, but Dingler is hitless. Still looking for his first one of the afternoon, and he's going to have it here to extend this one for the Dogs. Otherwise, Cedartown will be handed another loss, and Bremen will pick up their first win of the season.
A curveball and a beauty. Strike call.
Both squads 0-4 on the season. Both of them have been close in a game or two, but other than that, still winless.
Strike 2 call through the through a tough pitch right there. Might have been a changeup. 0-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Bremen fans right behind our mic can tell you all I need to know, and the Bulldogs go to 0-5, and the final score is Bremen 5 and Cedartown 4. We'll come back after a 60-second timeout to wrap this thing up here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Georgia needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Five to 4 is your final here from Brunswick High School. The Bulldogs fall to the Bremen Blue Devils. Bremen improves to 1-4 on the season. Cedartown falls to 0-5. The final line for this afternoon's game: Bremen 5 runs on 4 hits and 2 errors. Cedartown 4 runs on 7 hits and 3 errors. Cole Cochran would get the start for Cedartown, and we go 3 2/3, giving up 4 runs, 2 earned on 2 hits, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. Everett Perkins would come in relief and go 2 1/3, giving up 1 run, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. A tough loss for the Dogs here as they fall to the Bremen Blue Devils. Cedartown, though, will be back in action here in probably a little less than an hour. We're scheduled to go at 4. We may get to go a little bit sooner, so you'll want to be sure to join us for that. Keep your radio dial tuned to 106.1 FM or AM 1340. We will start a new Facebook Live feed once we go live. Bulldogs taking on Pierce County here from Brunswick High School. So until we get ready to start here at Pierce County, we'll send it back to the station for some music. Tyrone's got to hold the station down there on Lakeview Drive. However, Andrew Carter and I are going to grab a bite to eat, a little bit of a snack here at Brunswick High School. You're listening to Cedartown High School Baseball here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
W291 TS Cedartown.